Hello and welcome. This is Nico the Brave. We are going to be talking about Everquest Legends, or EQL, and what my starting class combination will be. So right here, I'm playing as a Shadow Knight on a emulated server. Basically, my plans are to play a Shadow Knight, Paladin, Druid. One of the things that I wanted to look at when playing was just like, a class fantasy that I thought would be fun to play. So, Paladin, Shadow Knight, Paladin, Druid seemed fairly interesting, especially from a roleplay standpoint. I made my own, basically, character bio, which would be like, say, a Shadow Knight, XR Shadow Knight, where we are coming to Antarctica to, I don't know, explore. It's a new area for us, and say we get lost, we lose our way, and then we get not abducted. We are found and saved by some druids of Tanare who teach us their ways. And we say, become a holy paladin for Tanare. That's my role play. My not necessarily role play, but just like my idea to play this character. This is starting class. Obviously, we can choose whatever we want after we get to 50 or whatever, but that's what I have in mind for my first character, anyways, or my first persona, or however they're going to call the character sets. I think they were called aliases in the live stream. Not live stream, but the dev chats, the comments in the Discord. But basically, I thought this idea was pretty cool. I even drew some fan art of it in the Discord. And so, one of the things that I like about the class combo is basically it's a pretty tanky boy who can probably deal at least some amount of damage. We'll have Slay Undead, we'll have life taps, we'll have heal procs. We'll have dots from the druid. We'll have buffs from the druid. Maybe even I think I haven't actually played a druid before on live servers or emulated servers, because they're generally I feel like the class role is more party oriented. Anything healer related is party oriented, but I understand now after doing like some research that they're involved in so-called quad kiting, even though I don't really know what that is. I'm fairly new to the Everquest circle, starting live in 2022, my bad. So I'm not familiar with these terminology that other people use, but I think the combo will be fun. I think it will be strong. Well, not necessarily strong as in like meta strong. It's going to be strong as in not. Let's just say it's going to have like benefits it shouldn't be weak, as in like it shouldn't be like, you know, you get one hit kill or whatever. You're gonna be wearing plate armor. You're gonna have high AC. You're gonna be able to stack your strength, your HP, and all that stuff from the two hybrid classes, the Paladin and the Shadow Knight, and then the Druid. You know, you can have your heals. I'm not sure if they're specifically dot heals or if they're just regular heals, but you know, you also have life tabs and your proc heals and all that stuff that I've already talked about. But I think that class fantasy that I described earlier, you know, that backstory that I gave, you know, it will be fun to play around with, you know, as a first character. You know, get to level 50, slay a bunch of undead in Guck, or the House of Unrest, possibly Castle Mistmore. I think the vampires count as undead. I'm not 100% sure. There's a lot of places in Antarctica that, you know, have, or in fact were, that have undead that, you know, a paladin would be useful against, and I think that's pretty cool. Also, when we get Kunark, which, you know, they have said that Kunark is the first expansion. I'm not sure if it's going to be the last expansion, and I'm not sure what expansion is going to be after that, if there are any other further expansions. But Kunark, at least, has a lot of undead areas. You've got, I don't know, this castle that I was farming earlier, like a month ago, on MU. You've got, well, it's starting out, any starting character, you know, you've got your Field of Bone, you've got your, I forgot the tower name. Let's go check it out. Where was it? Kunark. Kern's Tower, yeah. You got your Kern's Tower. I'm not sure if there's any undead in Sebelis. I don't think so. I think they're just all froglocks, regular froglocks. Then you've got Chardok, but I mean, these are other areas. They're what I was talking about is where is the Badlands? Dreadlands, that's what it was. Yeah, Karner's Castle. That's what I was talking about. There's a lot of undead in there. You've got spirits. You've got walking skeletons. You know, that's going to be prime real estate for paladin characters. You know, I could possibly have paladin as like a secondary or tertiary while leveling some other classes to the level cap, and say, you know, whatever the primary and secondary I want to choose are. But I'm excited about the prospects of, you know, having these tokens that you can use. I'm not sure if you buy them or if you unlock them. I know that you can unlock your races, you can unlock your classes, or at least I think you can unlock your classes. But I know at least you do achievements to get your races, and you get a class unlock token, at least one, when you get your first level 50. And I'm not sure if that's 3 tokens, because you get first, second, third at the same time. You will always get first, second, and third at the same time. So maybe you get 3, maybe you only get 1. Who knows? Looking forward to testing that out. And then who knows what we do for the Deity unlock tokens. Because I'm definitely looking forward to changing my Shadow Knight, Paladin, Druid to Nare instead of Khazad-dûm, because I think that would be an interesting thing to roleplay, even if I don't really know the lore of Everquest. I don't really understand it. I mean, I've watched some videos and stuff, you know, about Luckland and Velius, the dwarves there, and whatever, and the cats that went to the moon, and whatever, and you know, that's pretty cool and all. And all the lore around the Ixar people, you know, the prince that killed his father or something like that. You know, it's just like stuff that happens. Overall, I'm still new, but I'm looking forward to playing Everquest Legends and choosing my deity as something other than Khazad Cthulhu, because I know that every Ixar starts as Khazad Cthulhu, and it'd be cool to be different. See how the cities react to a Tunare druid, a Shadow Knight, paladin. I think that would be interesting. They have said that we get the best of the default reputations, and obviously we can increase those, but I don't know if that combo will make me not kill on sight for everyone still. Who knows? But it's a fun prospect to think about. Let's say the beta, I'm hoping to get into it. That would be fun. But even if I don't, I still plan on making some content for this game. I plan on streaming it, at least, because it seems like it'll be a fun game to stream for a long period of time. It feels like there's going to be at least a lot of content that we can grind out that will be fun. And I do enjoy grinding, you know, AAs and stuff. I know this character, we do get AAs a little bit quicker on this server. I have like close to 900 AAs. That's close to the soft cap on the server, which is pretty cool. I'm looking forward to grinding AAs in Everquest Legends. It's what I need. And so I'm hoping to go join up with the guild Only Claws, which is an Ixar and Karen based guild that I've been chatting with. It's similar to like the Froglock locked guilds and stuff like that. Even though, to be honest, we can't enforce anything because of the way that the system is. You can just change it at will. But if we have like aliases that can be locked to certain guilds, that would be nice. You know, not just have every character be a part of the same guild. You know, I know that aliases you can change like they have said that you can change your gender, you can change your race, your appearance, your class combo, stuff like that, your deity, and some other things that I've seen. It also makes me question a little bit about how they're going to look into name reservations, if they even have those. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to Everquest Legends. It's definitely on my radar to play, to stream, to create content for. Not sure if I'll make guides. I'm not a guide maker, but I can become one if I, you know, read up on it, do research, and create the content that, you know, people would actually want. But yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing all of you enjoy the game too, and I hope that everyone has a great day. I believe I talked about everything that I wanted to talk about. So this has been Nikat the Brave. Like, comment, subscribe. Peace out, yo.